Hey there, wild ones. Welcome or welcome back to that Wild Spark YouTube channel. Kat here with a new timeless collective reading, meaning the readings on this channel are for all the signs, all the people, all the time. So no matter what sign you are, and no matter when you come across this message, it may be for you. Most of the messages on this channel are love readings. So if you are looking for a love message, this could be for you as well. Come on in, kick back, and see what needs to come through for you. I hope that you are having a fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I do apologize for being away. If you haven't been to the main channel, Stars Aligned Oracle, I'll let you know I have actually been very ill. So I'm just coming back around, making up for last time. Missed you all on this channel and on the main channel. If you haven't checked out the main channel, Stars Aligned Oracle, go ahead and check it out. Love to have you subscribe to both channels if you haven't already. This little channel here, getting a little gump, I don't know, a little push of subscribers. Hopefully we will get her really, or the channel, I guess it's not a he or she, not gender specific, get the channel really up and rolling here pretty quick. So if you are liking the messages on this channel, please do share. That does help others to be able to see the messages. And also if you're checking them out, make sure you're subscribed. Love to have you on both channels, of course. All right. Enough talk. Let's jump in. We're going to do this one a little bit different. We're going to start out with something that your person wants you to know, or something they would say to you. Ooh, you got quite a few here, wild ones. Let's see. And then we're going to get some more, and then we're going to get some more. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay, so already off the bat, your person knows that they crossed a line. Something that they did, they said something was not okay. They know that they effed up. Okay, someone knows, they know that they effed up. Okay, I wish I had treated you better. Okay, I know I crossed the line with you. I wish I had treated you better. So they know that they just effed up. They didn't do what they were meant to do, or what they could have done, or what they should have done. I don't know, should have done, could have done. They should have treated you better. They could have. They wish they would have now, but hindsight's 2020, okay? Hindsight's 2020. Now they're wishing they would have. I left you before you could leave me. So it feels very much like this person, whoever this is for you, wild ones, whoever you came to this message for, this love kind of inquiry, if you will, however, it feels very much like it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost a little petty, like, right? They knew they effed up. They knew they messed up big time. They crossed the line. They wish they would have treated you better. They left you before they could have. It was almost like petty, like they wanted to be like, no, I left the wild one. They didn't leave me. Even though they crossed the line, even though they treated you bad, and hindsight, against 2020, they still have that petty little part where they're like, I left you before you could leave me. I wanted to make sure that I at least got to say that I'm the one that left you. Isn't that crazy? What a jerk, or you know, whatever, jackass. Ooh. I don't know. Don't no shade. Well, maybe a little. Not to you though. Let's find out some more. All right, longing, perspective, breaking point. It makes me think of Point Break. Maybe that was a movie for you guys. That Point Break, Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, I believe. Old school movie. Breaking point, it says, but I'm seeing, hearing Point Break. Okay, bluff. Oh yes. Okay, it's coming back to that hindsight 2020, being petty. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. This feels very much like you were at the breaking point. You were like, you know what, you crossed that line, you did this and this, and almost like that finger waving, this and this and this and this and this, and no, heck no, I don't want that anymore. I don't want you anymore. Also, it looks like there's a potential, I don't know. I feel really awkward saying this, but there's a potential that your person was actually looking at corn, you know, hopefully you know what I'm saying, read between the lines there, or something that is what that crossed the line, okay? On the computer, maybe on their phone, something like that, and that was like, you were like, oh, hell to the no. Oh, hell to the no, right? Or something that's kind of how it came through. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know I crossed the line. I knew, you know, you got the limit, the final straw, the overwhelmed, crossed that line, right? It all goes together. And then they're the ones that like, no, I broke up with them. I left the wild one. I didn't da 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 da, right? It didn't have to do with me, but you're like, oh, hell no. Okay. So this person, I don't know, but they're longing, craving, aching, wanting. They're still in that energy of longing for you, even though, right, with that energy, I wish I would have treated you better. Actually, it feels very much like they wish they wouldn't have got caught. Somebody wishes they wouldn't have got caught. Somebody wishes that things weren't, yeah. And there's that petty energy about it. Like, oh no, but they wish they wouldn't have got caught. They treating you better, maybe, but they're longing, they're craving, right? But you're like, oh, you know what? Are you sure you're not just longing and craving for that computer? Ooh, that's awful. Hell to the no. Like that finger is still wagging. I'm just seeing that finger still wagging. Hell to the no. You've got perspective. Better off, happiness, clear head space. Clear head space, okay? So this is the perspective. You can't make it up, you guys. This is a perspective that they wanted to put out. They left you before you could leave them. They had a fresh perspective. They're better off. They're happier. They got clearer headspace without you. Nobody's talking about this over here, at least not them. They want to make sure that they're the ones saying, hey, no, I left them. No, they did not leave me. I left them. And you're like, no, hell to the no. This over here, this is what's going on, okay? But they have that mask. They're wanting to bluff. They're pretending they got that mask. They're exaggerating that it wasn't them, but it was you. It wasn't them. It was you. It wasn't them. It was you, right? The fingers pointing, not really realizing. Excuse me. I do apologize. Again, I'm just getting over being very sick. Still have the cough and a few other things, a bit of a wheeze and all that stuff. But they're pretending. You see, that's why. That's why I left you before you could leave me, because that S-O, gosh, that held to the energy. Excuse me again. Once I get riled up, the coughing starts more. Okay, I do apologize. But they're wanting people to think that they weren't the problem. It was you. You were right. That's why they left you before you could leave them. They wanted to put that perspective out, right? They were trying to out their bluff people and what have you. I do hope this isn't what it was for you. If so, I'm so sorry. And hopefully they are looking at legal. I don't know. I don't even want to get into that. That's way out of the range for this. Okay. There's shallow. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. You've got that shallow energy, hollow, empty boredom. Oh yeah. Was that their reasoning? Is that what they told you? Why they were doing this was because they were bored, that there was an emptiness, that there was something that wasn't being, an itch that wasn't being scratched, maybe. Yeah, emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected, right? And this is how you felt. It feels very much like Wild Ones. You felt like, look at that energy, just like, hands almost defeated, right? And they're like, oh yeah, no, but I left you before. Oh no, better space, better perspective, right? Pretending. Oh yeah, no, it was better. I was just bored. Oh yeah, and you're over here like, WTF, hell to the no. Oh no. So that distance got put in there, okay? Separation, space, blockage. And it feels very much like you probably do have this person blocked, okay? Now, this is what they're saying. This is that energy coming through, but it feels like you're the one that's in that space. And right under that, you have that healing, okay? Releasing, purifying, cleansing. So it feels very much like this is where you may be. You went through that emotional storm, had that turmoil, had that energy of just feeling unstable and like, gosh, really, did I deserve all this? I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but it's a figure of or an image of a female, non-gender specific. It's not about the gender, right? Just because it's a male here and a female here doesn't mean that that's how yours played out. Put it in, how it is. But on the side of a bed, kind of hands crossed, looking over to the side, like dismayed, like, oh, really? But, and then so some distance needed to come through. Okay. So that's where it is, right? And beautiful distance for that healing to come in, for that purifying, for that cleansing, because you know that it wasn't you, it was them, right? Yeah. I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to leave it there. But it feels like you're in this very beautiful space, but they know that they crossed the line. They wish they would have treated you better. Take it as lip service, take it as being petty, right, with this. They wanted to run that narrative, but instead they're just running. Ghosting, disappearing, invisible, right? They're just running because they have that empty kind of energy and they're just not worth it. That's what's coming through here. I apologize if this was the love of your life, wild ones, but it doesn't seem like, yeah, like they were the one for you. And it feels like you are better off here and or will be soon with that healing on the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and get a couple of the written cards. Blue eyes. This person could have blue eyes. You could have blue eyes. Can I call you? See, it feels like, yeah, it feels like they're wanting to reach out, right? I wish I would have. I know, right? It's like they want to reach out, but for what? I mean, what is it that they could tell you? You make me melt, okay? So it's almost like they want to come back and seduce you. And it's up to you whether you answer that call, but it doesn't feel like, it feels like it's going to be shallow. It feels like they're just bored again. And, I don't know. You got to decide what's best for you. This, the bottom of the deck, Kirk, could be your name, could be their name. Okay, Kirk. And then you got October. So some of this might have gone down, happened in October. And then you have I'm coming back. So see, this person, they know they crossed the line. They left you before. And so it's almost like there's a potential that they want to call you and be like, hey, you know what? The reason why I left you, that offer that different perspective and try to make it look like it wasn't what it was. I don't know. I wouldn't be buying it. There's some petty energy coming through there, okay? I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. Subscribe. Get the little channel growing here. Love to have you. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.